I'm holding on to is called a skull. We're all used to table settings wherein everybody gets an individual plate and maybe a side plate and a pudding plate and a mug, or if you're being a bit posh, maybe a cup and a saucer. But in the kind of house that this is, for centuries, any notions of refinement like that would have been pretty laughable. They might have been an aspirational idea towards that, but it was a thing that only the gentry did, because of course you need to have disposable income in order to be able to buy ceramic plates and things like that. So what people had done for many centuries, and it still was clinging on in the early, even the middle of the 19th century, was eating out of a thing like this. Now the way it was operated was that the food was served up communally. Generally speaking, what would happen is that the fish, if it was fish they were having, would be in the middle of the skull, and the tatties were arranged around the side. And houses long ago in Shetland, they didn't have a table, because a table was generally a bit of a waste of space, and literally waste of space, because it was taking up a lot of room. It used to be a flat surface on it, and the space in your old-fashioned Shetland house was generally taken up by chests, chairs, beds, presses, so things to store things in, things to sit on, and things to store things in that you could sit on. So what they did for a table, generally speaking, when it was food time, was that they'd pull all the chairs around for however many people was needing to eat, men, women, bairns, old and young, and then an item of furniture, could be a chest or it could be a chair, was set down like that, with a skull on top, and the fish and tatties were all arranged about, everybody positioning themselves around about the skull, and the cutlery, there's the cutlery, your fingers, and people just took it like that. And the washing up must have been the easiest task in the world. One dish and soak your own fingers clean, and that's it. And the name itself in Shetland, skull, means I suppose like a big oblong box. So the word could also be used for, say for example, a different type of wooden box that was used for shooting fishing lines out of. Same word. The English word for this thing would be a trencher.